We are just south of Pioneer Square here in the great northwest city of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field, home of the 12s. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. A first carry for Rachaad White. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. You talk about this Seahawks defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
Here's a toss right side with White. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield looks to throw. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
First down, here's White. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground. White again. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Baker going to give it to Irving. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just floated from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 9. Straight ahead, it's Irving. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They'll stay on the ground with Irving. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Irving is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Now, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. The Seahawks at 1-7 now on the year, and they come in really scuffling. Losers of 7 of their last 8 games.
And I like where the management is taking this team now, because the record, not great, we know that. But now they're looking to the future, using the younger players instead of some of the veterans. They want to see how they produce in the cauldron of an NFL season.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. They got to get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down. Bullock. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Mayfield to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
A 4th down. Here's Jay Camarda on to punt for the Bucs. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Bullock. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun. Bullock. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And he's got some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 58 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Once again, it's Irving. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 8. Now a give. Irving running right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Mayfield. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A run up the middle with Irving. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, That really opens things up for you.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. Touchdown! A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Running left is Walker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
They'll try for the first with Walker. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Outright to Smith and Jigba. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down.
And a nice job by the 2 of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the 1st down.
Walker now at 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Bullock. And this one's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
From the gun on 3rd down. Bullock. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Myers' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 7. Throwing. Mayfield. This is caught by McMillan. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Cox. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2 yards to go, second down.
Come on, set.
Toss left side for Walker. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 60 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back?
What?
That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
Back to throw. Bullock. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal.
Let's go now.
This is caught. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Well, what a stand this would be if they can get the stop here, third and goal.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Take go.
Operating from the gun. Bullock. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Kenneth Walker there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On 3rd down, they go with Irving. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is brought in at the 21. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He completes this to Walker.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a 1st down right out of the gate.
Half the 60, half the 60.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Ready? Hey, smash Rocco!
Looking to throw. Bullock. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Let's go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And down he goes, a Buccaneers sack. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Taken in at the 22.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Now Mayfield. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw, Mayfield. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. This time they stay on the ground, and they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 23.
So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards.
And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Throwing to start the drive. Bullock. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
During the week, the special teams coach puts together a game plan that he presents to the head coach. And in every game plan, there's one big play that he points to the head coach and says, listen, when we need it, we can go to it. I think they did exactly that on that one.
Third quarter begins with a run by Walker.
He'll take this to the 46.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
Here we go, set.
He finds his man, complete. That's Cox. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Here we go, here we go. Check out.
From the gun on 3rd down. Bullock. And Walker has it. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Back to throw. Bullock. Smith and Jigbo hauling it in on the out route. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Ready up.
From the gun, it's Walker. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down. Bullock. That is caught. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Let's go now.
Off play action. Bullock. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Ready.
2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line. Operating from the gun. Bullock. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there.
Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
Smash, smash. Go.
Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Set up.
They'll look to throw. Complete at the 1. And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the 2-point try will be unsuccessful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Baker going to give it to Irving. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
Throwing to start the drive. Bullock. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
And complete to Smith and Jigba. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's in. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
3rd down and 10.
Here we go, set. Pioneer.
Operating from the gun.
Bullock. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a 1st down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. I think probably just trying to draw him off there. It didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
Myers' kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far.
Now 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Irving.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
89 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Straight ahead, it's Irving.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Mayfield looks to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Irving. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Here's Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Mayfield to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run again with Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Let's go now.
Operating from the gun, Bullock. This is Fant on the short completion. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know This is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Trying the left side with Walker. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Well, give him credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stuff the run, and then executed.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd down and 9. Looking to throw. Bullock escaping the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
The pass rush pressure is really starting to increase on the quarterback now. They bring him down for a sack and a big loss, and back him up further as he tries to lead a scoring drive in a one-possession game here late.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. Oh, they come after him, and it's blocked. It's picked up. Remember, the ball is live. Inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Bucs are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Let's go. 18 Raptor.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Walker. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield, and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10.
Trap 60.
Back to throw. Bullock steps away to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their 1st-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Straight ahead, Walker. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
60 vices, 60 vices. Ready?
Sticking with Walker on second down. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Set, go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way full steam, and he broke that one up.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Come on, set.
Looking to throw. Bullock. And Walker with it over the middle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
From the gun on third down. Bullock. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cox. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Walker. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Here's second down and 3.
Operating from the gun, Bullock. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Now Mayfield. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 67 yards. And the Bucs use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed,
kills.
Speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Go.
Throwing to start the drive. Bullock.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Ready? 60 back. Check go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. And what a throw that was, Charles. You think about the situation, close game, 4th quarter, rookie quarterback. He doesn't seem fazed one bit.
So much for bright lights, big city, and will he wilt? Not at all. The stage not too big, the moment not too big at all. They needed points on that series, and not only did he produce a touchdown drive, but how about finishing it off with a big play that only adds to the momentum that they've already established.
And the Seahawks have recovered. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. And they'll indeed take a knee. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And this one wasn't easy. You had an East Coast team, Charles, going west, playing a night game, but somehow they were able to get the job done.
Yeah, when you talk about playing a night game, they're closer to being sleepy because of East Coast time with their bodies when you're kicking off to play the game. So that's a real big accomplishment for them to get that done. The flip side, too, is traveling home. In the old days, you had to wait to get the video for your next game. You had all those. So you were really a day behind. Now the video's on their computers as they get on the plane to head back, so they can get a lot of work done on the plane while they celebrate.
It's going to be a long red eye, but as you said, a celebratory red eye back home. So for the Buccaneers, they finally taste victory for the first time after 7 straight defeats. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Miami next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints.